What's shaking, everybody? Hope everybody's good. Okay, I gotta say this. I really do. Because people ask me for money, right? I'm not made of money, okay? I got my own bills, okay? I really do. And I guess a lot of people can't wrap their mind around that I am self sustaining, okay? And nobody's helping me do jack anything. And people steady asking me for money like I got a backyard and I can go back and pick a couple hundred or whatever they're asking for off my money tree in my backyard. As we all know, I live in an apartment, okay? Which does not include any type of yard situation. So, I don't know where people want me to get this money from. I mean, if I had it, I wouldn't have any bills except rent and maybe a power bill. Okay. But since that's not the case, stop asking me. Okay, please stop. Because my money is what I work for. Okay? I work for everything I have. Even though I'm very grateful and thankful for what I have, I need people to stop calling me, texting me, messaging me, and thinking that Remy is going to just say, oh, yeah, sure, let me just, you know, fork it out. Because I've been helping a lot of people, that put me in a situation that I'm getting out of. Okay? They put me in this situation last year. Well, I allowed them to put me in this situation last year. Now, there's only one person that I willingly and forcefully helped. And that amount has been repaid. So for that person, I don't know if you're watching, do not even think or feel this is directed at you, because it's not. And we've already crossed that bridge. So, that's over, said and done, So it is what it is. Okay? But for everybody that's been repeatedly asking me for money, asking me for help, Remy does not have it. Okay? I take care of me and me alone. Right? So let that thought go. Anyway, that's all I had to say about that. Now, some of you may not know what the WW is in the description. The WW in the description is, before I even say that, this is my own personal thought and feeling about it. Because I don't know about anybody else. And I'm not really, I can't really concern myself with anybody else. But let me just say this. If a certain location, okay, follow me. If a certain location has its sights set on this landmass, I'm going to grab my family and all the possessions that we can, and I'm going to try to find a way to find another planet. Okay? I'm going to find another planet to venture to relocate to, because we ain't got the kind of time, we ain't got the kind of energy, okay? So we need to lickety split. But I don't know how you can, one moment, communicate with and be buddy buddy chummy, and then the next minute you over here doing the complete opposite, putting everybody in jeopardy. Now, my mom and I had a brief conversation about it because of something that we were watching pertaining to, hopefully, a situation that does not arise. But, and this is a very large behind, okay? This person is putting us in a very bad situation. Now, I understand that things happen. I understand that minds change and views change. But when we had a certain person that was the of this particular landmass, you know, things were very calm. Things were smooth for the most part. Now, this other person that is the of said landmass is putting everybody, not just this landmass, in harm's way. But if other said landmass decides to, everybody and every landmass and its people are in danger. Me personally, I'm trying to figure out a neutral way to continue saying this, because I'm not trying to have any issues. This is, again, my own personal thoughts and opinions. I don't think anybody is ready for another WW. I mean, we've had two. And the first one, I mean, what led up to it should never have happened, but it did. Okay, and we can't go back in time and say, oh, no, or stop it. Okay, we can't intervene in that. But As of current, I've seen the devastation that is in the wake of said second W. I'm not trying to live through that. Okay? I'm not trying to experience it, any part of it. Because as of right now, the current chatter, for lack of better terms, is enough for me. Okay? And said person, well, there's another said person that is also on this platform, has voiced their opinion, and I'm not going to repeat it, but I think anybody that watches third said person, they will see what they're saying that I'm not going to repeat, because this is my own personal thoughts and opinions. I would rather have a certain landmass, you know, and this person that is because we don't have nor the defense to what can take place. And I know there are certain people that will see this video and they won't follow what I'm saying because I'm not being blunt and direct, but there are certain things that we can speak on from our own personal thoughts and opinions without offending. And I'm trying to not offend and disrespect said, okay, and the land masses, okay, if you catch my drift. But it wouldn't be good, okay, because there are certain, as they say on TikTok, certain pew-pews that are very widespread, okay? If anybody knows what I'm talking about, please go to this specific said platform that everybody uses time and time again to visit said videos regarding Chernobyl. I'm not trying to have that happen. Okay? I'm not trying to be radioactive. I'm, I'm good, with the way my person is right now. And I say my person because, I live with me every day. I'm not trying to be microwavable, okay, in a lack of better terms. So, I need the head, well, to neutral and not microwave each other, because it can be very ugly and very uncontrolled if you follow, okay? And I don't think, oh, okay, well, thumbs up to you, and thank you for the support. It was another app. But thank you all that watch. this is very complicated for me to speak on because it can turn widespread. And I'm not about that life. Okay, and there's not much that the entire globe can do to shield or protect themselves from becoming radioactive, microwavable beings. So I need the two, or maybe it might even be three, to come to a, a neutral and uphold the agreement or agreements for the sake of the globe. Now, personally, I would really appreciate that. I really would. I would greatly appreciate that. But what's going on with second landmass and a neighbor? Do I feel it's wrong? Yes, I do. I feel it's wrong because there was a long period of time where there was neutralness. And I think that, it should get back to that because there is a large quantity of innocence. But, I can't control other people. I am just asking that the three come to a mutual with each other for the sake of the entire globe. I really hope that, we can come to a mutual because we don't have the protection against said things. And I'm not trying to be one of the billions or trillions in the crosshairs because one said it is wanting to get the other said. Okay, I believe. Now, again, this is my personal thoughts, feelings, opinions on the situation. If one, two, or all three want to pew pew, can you keep it betwixt? Yes, I said betwixt the three of your individual persons and leave the trillions out of it. Like they did in the Wild Wild West. They kept it betwixt one another and not involving everybody. Because everybody didn't, open this door. which I'm not trying to walk through. I'm trying to quickly back away from. Like you put your vehicle in reverse every now and again. I'm trying to do that as quick as possible. Even though it sounds funny, I'm giving signs and metaphors because I don't have the means to shelter myself from other people that are openly verbalizing everything. Okay, I don't. Okay, I'm not Mr. Fantastic. I'm not the Human Torch. I'm not even the Phoenix. Okay, where the Phoenix took out or could take out everything around her and then some. Okay, I don't have those capabilities. So if you do, please reach out to my person because I certainly need it. Okay, me and my family, we need it. Okay, I don't know if you have the Blackbird, that can go into outer space. You know, I don't know if you have a shuttle that is built for traveling the solar system, but I'm not trying to find out. My life may not be perfect, but I would like to continue living it. Okay? And I appreciate the three for coming to a mutual area. And a lot of people may not even know. But let me share this with you. I mean, if you search this particular platform, I'm sure you will find it. Okay? It's not that hard to find. But when one landmass reached out to another landmass to, and that landmass, or a portion of that landmass, should I say, and from the other side of that landmass, and then one decided to and here we are today. Again, personally speaking, everything I'm saying is my personal standpoint. And I will keep saying that because it's the God's honest truth. I'm not trying to offend. I'm not trying to disrespect. I'm just asking, from everything that I am, for the three to come to a mutual with each other. Simply for the sake of all of the innocence. And those of you that signed up willingly and signed your John Hancock, your Donald Duck, your Jane Hancock, okay, on the dotted line for however many unpleasant vacations. That's what I'm gonna say, because again, no disrespect, no hate, none of that ugly stuff. I'm seriously asking because the first two, that was very ugly, for all sides involved. And this possible third would be catastrophic. I'd rather have a volcano erupt. And I'm not talking about a normal volcano. I'm talking about one of the super volcanoes, okay, that can cover this globe in a matter of weeks. Okay, I'd rather have one of those explode. I mean, erupt. Damn. But I'm asking the to come to a neutral, because there will be too many innocents and, you know, people that signed their Hancock on the dotted line for however many unpleasant vacations that risk and jeopardize their person to be in these multiple unsaid locations for however long. But I guess that's all I can say on that WW topic. And no, the WW is not a person. Okay, that WW is not a person. All right. Um, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna say that. We're just gonna move right along. Move right along. Um, I know I've done several videos on the ignorance and stupidity, but I have noticed the more time progresses, it's it has become the new common, and that is one thing that makes me very aggressive, because you think you're smart. People that, suffer from the ignorance and stupidity, especially while on the road. You think you're smart and intelligent, but you're not. You take unnecessary risks, and you're putting other motorists in harm's way. You are thinking, me first, for what? Now, if you're in a hurry, I'm going to need you to get in the center lane and stay there. Okay? Because on either side, there are buses, there are bicyclists, that you're jeopardizing, that you're putting at risk. Now, I know I can drive fast, but I'm on the freeway. Okay? Where there are no bicyclists, there are very few buses, unless they're dead heading back to the yard or dead heading to their start point, which 9 times out of 10 they're just on surface streets. But still, normally I'm in the carpool lane. Okay, which now is called the express lane. It's the same damn thing. Okay, express, carpool, HOV. It's the same damn thing. Okay, it gives you the ability to go bye you, in a haste fashion. But don't go too haste in your fashion, because you might get HPT that will come up behind you and politely say, "Excuse me, I need you to go over that way." I've seen it. I do not slow down and gawk. I politely keep going in the direction of my travels. Even on that side, I do not slow down. I politely change lanes, because I do have this conscious thought that worries me, that HPT or your inner city enforcement exits the vehicle and gets sideswiped. I've seen so many videos of that happening, and I do not want that on my conscience. Nor do I want to have to pay the price for, shing, and my side mirror, you know, catching said people. So I will politely change lanes if I'm able to, or I will slow down because 9 times out of 10 I have my cruise control set. So I tend to stay away from people when I'm driving. But some people are so busy being neck deep in their phone on freaking social media. They have these weird inventions that also charge your phone. And they have some that stick to the dashboard. They have, you can stick them to your windshield. Hell, you can even stick them on the interior panel between your windshield and your driver's side window. I'm just saying. They're weird inventions. They're called cell phone holders. I personally have 2 of them. And depending on the type of case you have on your phone, they will charge wirelessly. My personal favorite that I have, you touch a button, and it opens and closes. So when you enter the vehicle, you touch and it expands, to grip your phone. And once it detects your phone, it automatically closes. And once you turn off your vehicle, it keeps enough power from being plugged into the cigarette lighter to tap the button again and cause it to expand so you can retrieve your device. Again, this goes back to the common sense and intelligence. I've seen 27 people sitting here driving, and they're so relaxed they're doing this. Okay, and I've seen people scrolling. And every person that I did see was on social media. I've even seen a few police officers, okay, scrolling their social media. I've even seen one that was recording a video. And you're supposed to set the example, okay, because of your position to protect and serve, which I see more of harassment and abuse of power or authority. I've seen it. And I'm just like, but if this was your family member specifically, or your significant other, would you want them harassed and attacked and put in the hospital because they refused to exit the vehicle because you have an attitude that day? When I was growing up, and before that, it was stated to protect and serve. I have caught wind of police not arriving to a call that has left several people, several families in jeopardy. They rather show up 45 minutes or hours later. But let them be driving. I mean, they stop people that are walking. They're walking. Pete and Pat Why are you stopping them? Like, what are they possibly doing? What could they possibly have done while walking? Now, if you did something prior and you're on candid camera, I can understand that. But 9 times out of 10, they wouldn't be walking. They would probably be trying to teleport. But again, common sense and intelligence, it comes into play, and the serious lack thereof. But I'm just going to halt right there because I've said what I needed to say, and it needs to be known because I see it. I know you've seen it too, but a lot of people choose not to put it out there unless it's on social media, which is your choice. But personally speaking, I'd rather put it out there to be seen on a platform that is widely used, even in other countries. Because what's going on is brutality, especially in this aspect. It's brutality. And 9 times out of 10, it's that is getting the receiving end of brutality and not the envelopians. If you've been on TikTok, you know that term, envelopians. So that just reminded me of a lady that I follow on TikTok. She's hilarious. But yeah.